Fortnite created some of the biggest creators in gaming history. Millions of views, iconic moments, careers that exploded overnight. And while some names stay on top, others have completely vanished from the internet. Today, we're taking a look back at 30 OG Fortnite YouTubers and where they're at now. And there's no better place to start than one of the most mysterious disappearances in all of Fortnite, Fearless. He started his YouTube career making hilarious Call of Duty sniper videos. He then moved over to Fortnite and became one of the most loved creators with his unique editing style and sense of humor. Almost every single random duo video has reached over 30 million views, some reaching 60 million plus. His last Fortnite video was posted on December 5th, 2020. And it has never been answered exactly why he stopped making Fortnite content. There have been rumors that he's been seen playing Fortnite as recently as 2025, but it's unknown exactly on what Fearless has been up to or if he's ever gonna make another video. Number 2 is Som. He used to be a professional Heroes of the Storm player, and then he moved on to Dota before finally crossing over into Fortnite. He is most known in Fortnite for coming in second place to Bugha at the Fortnite World Cup, but he also went viral for his strategic gameplay. During his performance in the Winter Royale tournament, he used the Infinity Blade and went on an absolute rampage, killing 12 players in the endgame. The clip actually played a part in getting the sword vaulted, and he also took advantage of just how broken the mechs were in Season X. He stopped playing Fortnite in order to become a pro in Valorant, and even though he's still active on social media, he seems to have stepped back from streaming or making YouTube videos for about a year now. Number 3 is Fresh. He blew up during Fortnite by leaning into the meme style and challenge videos. He was part of the Oceania creators that blew up with Muselk, Laserbeam, and Lachlan, and he was one of the most recognizable creators in Chapter 2. He came back to Fortnite shortly in Chapter 4, but doesn't appear to have been around since. He posted on Instagram about 16 weeks ago, so he's definitely still doing all right, but he's not really recording videos or posting content anymore. Number 4, Hamlinz. Before Fortnite, he was a Call of Duty and Halo competitive player. He swapped to Fortnite very early on and got picked up by TSM during the peak Fortnite OG popularity. He got really popular for his sus behavior and humor, and eventually he took a break from content creation due to personal reasons and hasn't uploaded in over 5 years. However, he just recently made a return to streaming and tried out a little bit of Fortnite, but mostly has been streaming Arc Raiders. Number 5, UnknownArmy. He was originally a Call of Duty controller player, and then he moved on to be one of the best Fortnite controller players ever. He was a consistent top performer in early Fortnite tournaments, built a strong reputation as one of the scariest close-range fighters in the game, but unfortunately, once controller aim assist got nerfed, UnknownArmy kind of fell off and took a break to focus on college. He came back shortly for Chapter 4, but wasn't really the same since he hasn't been grinding, and he hasn't really been seen since. His YouTube channel is actually now gone, so it doesn't look like he has any plans to return. Number 6, Kittyplays. One of the most recognizable female Fortnite creators during Chapter 1. She was known for fun, lighthearted Fortnite content, community games, and challenges. She was heavily involved in Fortnite creator events and early sponsored content. She stopped playing Fortnite in Chapter 2 and moved more into influencer travel content. However, she stopped posting on YouTube 3 years ago, and she last posted a video on Instagram 17 weeks ago and seemed to have really good vibes. She mentioned that she has taken a break from making content to focus on family. Number 7, Benjyfishy. He was one of the youngest mechanical prodigies in all of Fortnite. He had insane building, editing speed, and aggressive competitive gameplay. He became one of the most respected EU pro players, consistently placing high in tournaments and also creating content. He then retired from Fortnite and moved into professional Valorant, where he has done extremely well for himself. He still actively makes content on YouTube, but he has moved on from Fortnite entirely. Although his mom, Mama Fishy, is still competing and making Fortnite content even up until recently. Number 8, Bizzle. He originally was a competitive Call of Duty and CS player. He then became a top Fortnite pro in Chapter 1. He was the number 1 in Fortnite earnings before the World Cup, known for his smart rotations, low ground plays, and strategic endgames. He won multiple tournaments and at one point was considered one of NA's smartest players. He even qualified twice for qualifier finals and World Cup without using any guns. He recently came back into Fortnite at the end of last year and was looking for a trio for FNCS. He's still relatively active on Twitch and streaming other games like Rust. It's possible that we may see him return to competitive Fortnite at some point, but it's kind of unlikely. Number 9, Aydan. He was originally one of the best controller players in the world. He helped redefine controller players in tournaments, and he had one of the most notable moments during the summer skirmish where he defeated Nick Mercs multiple times. He was also placing high in tournaments like the World Cup, coming in at 37th place. Aydan didn't stop playing Fortnite completely at first, but started focusing more on content creation due to controller changes and burnout. He then moved on to Call of Duty Warzone and started becoming one of the top players there. He actually became an eSport World Cup champion in 2025 for Call of Duty Warzone. Number 10, Valkyrae. She grew rapidly during Fortnite's peak era and participated in a lot of charity streams and collaborations. Her content was more fun and relatable, with most of her bad gameplay clips going viral. But she did also play a few Fortnite Friday tournaments as well. She then went all in on Among Us while it was popular, where she continued to do big collaborations with other content creators. Nowadays, she focuses mainly on IRL and variety gaming content and has even been seen doing some music with Machine Gun Kelly and Corpse. She also became a co-owner of 100 Thieves, and she still plays Fortnite from time to time as well as other games. She's actually one of the few creators who actually became even more popular after her Fortnite explosion, which is very rare. Number 11, Drlupo. He started his streaming career on Destiny before he moved into BR games like H1Z1. He swapped to Fortnite and would play with Ninja often in the early days of Chapter 1, notoriously trolling Ninja by impulsing him to his death. He got nominated for Content Creator of the Year in both 2018 and 2019, and he went viral for beating the Fortnite world record for vehicle trick points with the Quad Crasher. He constantly gave back to his community, doing charity streams for St. Jude's during peak Fortnite, and he has done that ever since. In about 2020, he took a step away from Fortnite and got more into Escape from Tarkov, which is still the game that he mainly streams, mixed in with some Ark Raiders and other variety games. He doesn't post as often on YouTube these days, but he still streams very consistently. Number 12, Scoped. He was a really popular pro controller player who had brilliant mechanics and was very aggressive, especially for his time. If he got into your box, you were basically dead. He duoed with Tfue and they were absolutely insane together. This is where he really blew up as one of the biggest streamers around at the time. Unfortunately, when aim assist got nerfed, he kind of stopped competing and lost his passion for Fortnite. He tried to come back to Fortnite tournaments and even tried to play one of the most recent FNCSs, but he was unable to because he didn't have enough tournaments played to qualify for the tournament. He uploaded one video on YouTube following that one, but that was 11 months ago. He recently came back to social media to say that he was going to return to streaming, but he didn't really specify if he was coming back to Fortnite or looking at other games. Number 13, Wildcat. Originally starting with Call of Duty, Gary's Mod, and Grand Theft Auto 5 videos. In 2016, he moved into more Battle Royale type games like H1Z1 and PUBG, so it made perfect sense for him to hop into Fortnite. He's known for his humor, and if you're a fan of Legion, he was actually one of the people who taught him how to play Fortnite. He did a lot of challenges, random duos, and just hilarious gameplay videos overall, and he even tried to compete in the World Cup. His videos were often getting 3 million views, and he uploaded quite a bit. But in 2019, he grew kind of tired of the game and moved back into Minecraft with his OG friends. He then saw a lot of success during the Among Us era, and once Among Us settled down, he got into GTA RP. He does more variety type content these days, posting Ark Raiders mixed with games like Uno and also GTA, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more of him when GTA 6 eventually releases. Number 14, Highsky. He got signed to FaZe as one of the youngest Fortnite pros ever. He went viral due to his age, as he was only 13 at the time of being signed to FaZe, and there was some controversy around his age at the time, but he was known for his strong mechanics as well as his really good snipes. He'd constantly have clips go viral because of his trick shots, and he mostly posted content playing with other FaZe members and high kill Fortnite games. He moved on to do more IRL based content while still occasionally posting Fortnite content here and there, but seems to focus mostly on gym type content right now. He's actually had a crazy transformation. Number 15, HighDistortion. He started his career as a professional player in Gears of War. He also dabbled in games such as PUBG before swapping to Fortnite. He was widely known as one of the best players in early Fortnite, and he had a race between him and Ninja for the first player ever to reach 100,000 kills, and he actually won. He'd commonly drop massive kill games with 30 plus eliminations. He also went viral for a 27 kill solo versus squad video just 35 days after Fortnite released. He gradually stepped away from Fortnite as it continued to evolve and stepped back from the internet for a while. He recently just got back into Fortnite and has been checking out Chapter 7, and he's been doing a lot of gym type content as well as streaming Arc Raiders, but he hasn't posted to his YouTube channel in over 5 years on his main account. Number 16, Reverse 2K. He was a Fortnite pro who became one of the best solo players at the time. He had strong strategic gameplay sense and was one of the best players at rotating. Ninja and him actually played a lot of ranked and competed together in multiple tournaments, including the World Cup. He won FNCS in Chapter 2 Season 4 and also won another FNCS with Day and Marrow, but he ended up transitioning into variety games, casually playing Fortnite competitive, but seems to have stepped away from Fortnite entirely after Chapter 5. Nowadays, he continues to stream variety gameplay like Arc Raiders, Sea of Thieves, and even NBA 2K. Number 17, Zexrow. He could have been compared to the OG version of Peterbot if he had kept grinding. He had insane aim and game sense that made him a beast in the competitive scene. He could solo wipe full trios because of the mechanics that he had. He won the very first FNCS during Season X with Macwood and Young Calculator. He also placed 9th place in the Fortnite World Cup Finals, consistently placing well in tournaments with different teammates, but there were controversies with him after some comments he made after winning one of Ninja's events. It kind of slowed him down, and to top it all off, there wasn't really anything going on in Fortnite tournaments, so he swapped over to Valorant, and he just never really made the return back to competing in Fortnite. He also got into Only Up when that was popping off, but he hasn't posted a YouTube video since going for the Only Up world record. Number 18, Chap. He was a OG Fortnite pro. His duo was actually Zexrow, and the community loved their synergy. He'd consistently placed high in tournaments like FNCS and was one of the better builders at the time. He played with a lot of streamers like Ninja, Symphony, 72 Hours. He had a lot of streamer react type content where he'd clip people he would kill and then put them in a compilation. He then also originally started the Fortnite Rewind, which was awesome content to see from the whole year. But his last video posted on YouTube was 4 years ago with one of the craziest off-spawn Stark industry clips. He stopped playing Fortnite mostly because he just had to commit so much time and energy to stay on top of it. And not just that, but Epic deciding to change the format from solos to trios really pushed him over the edge. With the amount of time and effort he had to put in, plus Fortnite constantly evolving, he just decided to stop grinding. He's been occasionally streaming Rust and Delta Force, but he doesn't really put out content like he did back in Chapter 1. Number 19, Cizzorz. He blew up for his huge involvement in the early days of creative, creating one of the biggest death run maps that everyone was playing back then. All the big creators were streaming and making content on YouTube playing his maps. He also went on to win the creative side of the Fortnite World Cup, proving that creative could be a full career path and that Fortnite wasn't just about Battle Royale. He came back and made a new death run map a year ago and got a bunch of content creators to try it out, but didn't post much content on YouTube afterwards. He has since streamed Arc Raiders a couple of months ago and still is active on social media. Number 20, Myth. Blew up as one of the biggest first Fortnite creators during Chapter 1. He quickly became known for his insane building skills, went viral for his rapid 90s and high ground retakes that basically set the early skill standard. He was considered one of the best builders in the world during early Fortnite, and you might remember the iconic clip of Ninja calling Myth out for sitting in a tower, only to pull up the stream and see Myth sitting in a tower. He eventually took a big step back from Fortnite as the game continued to evolve, and like most people on this list, he experienced burnout trying to keep up with the skill gap as it improved. He took a break from Fortnite, content creation, and Twitch entirely to focus on YouTube and seek different direction for his content he was producing. Now he's grinding Arc Raider content and other variety games, and he's still extremely active on his streams, YouTube, and social media in general. Number 21, 72 Hours. He started his streaming career playing Dead by Daylight, and as he started getting popular, he quit med school and focused solely on making content. He became a respected pro during the early Fortnite tournaments and was known in Fortnite as one of the best professional players in the early days. He initially joined FaZe, but then left to join Team Liquid, and he went viral for his clutch low ground end games against some of the top NA pros during Fortnite Fridays. He was mostly known for his consistency, but as we've seen throughout this video, it takes a huge commitment to remain a top pro. So 72 hours focused more on becoming a creator, doing challenge videos and covering updates, before he ended up taking a break from Fortnite entirely, swapping over to Marvel Rivals, but hasn't really posted on YouTube in about 9 months. Recently, he's been streaming a lot of Arc Raiders on Twitch. Number 22, CDNthethird. He started his career with DayZ and later became a professional player in H1Z1. He swapped to Fortnite as soon as it released, and he got very popular for his videos as he chased world record kills with other popular streamers. One of his most viral moments was a 1v1 with Ninja at Dusty Depot. The two of them were considered some of the best players in the game, and he ended up beating Ninja. He was also the first creator to receive something in the game from Epic, his logo as an emoticon in the Battle Pass. He didn't want to stay a Fortnite creator forever, so he moved on to Variety Games, and he's been focusing on Arc Raiders as of recently. He did try Fortnite OG, but it doesn't look like he's played much since. Number 23, Ceeday. He started on YouTube making Destiny videos and simple montage style edits. He slowly built an audience by adding memes and sound effects and challenge style edits into his videos. When Fortnite blew up, his editing style was a perfect match for what the community was into, and his channel exploded fast. His style of videos were very similar to Fearless. He went viral for his over-the-top meme Fortnite videos like Season X is Cancelled and the whole mythical Ceeday era. But after the Chapter 2 black hole, he kind of lost interest in Fortnite and stopped uploading. He did a YouTube live stream during the Galactus event December 1st, 2020, where he admitted uploading videos was looking grim. Noahsnoah has said Ceeday's basically just chilling at home and playing Destiny, and we did see Ceeday posting on his Insta story that he hit Unreal in OG Season 2023, but he didn't upload any content about it. We saw him unbox the OG Fortnite PR package that a lot of OG Fortnite creators received, but the last time he posted on YouTube was over 3 years ago. Number 24, X2 Twins. They chose Fortnite after a brief dip into other battle royales like PUBG and H1Z1. Most of their content that got them popular was competitive Fortnite and their unique setup. There were two twins in the same room sitting across from each other, and watching them in games during solo tournaments was always a fun watch. They'd have insane plays that would go viral, plus having the other brother in the room being able to react in real time really elevated each clip. They focused on doing challenge content, speed runs, fashion shows, hide and seeks, and more. They stayed pretty consistent with uploading Fortnite content for a while, even after OG, but slowly it seems that they have burnt out. Their last Fortnite video was posted over a year ago. They did make a return to Twitch with Minecraft and Arc Raiders, but haven't been streaming consistently or uploading on YouTube. Number 25, StableRonaldo. He started playing video games on a gaming laptop when he was 13, mostly playing CS and Call of Duty. When Fortnite released, he purchased his first PC and became a Fortnite pro and even won an FNCS in Chapter 2 Season 1. Throughout his career, he would go viral for his clips, with one of the most notable ones being the payphone meme, which is still viral to this day. In 2020, Ron joined NRG and moved into the content house with Clix, UnknownArmy, and Edgy. He then left a few years later and ended up joining FaZe. After the issues surrounding why he left NRG, he kind of took a step back from Fortnite and wanted to focus on building his own brand. He still occasionally checks out Fortnite during new updates, but now mostly does IRL content or big marathon streams with elevated content. Number 26, TimtheTatMan. Tim grew his channel mostly on Overwatch, World of Warcraft, and Counter-Strike, but when Fortnite came out, his popularity exploded. He became one of the most known faces in Fortnite and was notorious for dying to fall damage. He did end up leaving Fortnite for Call of Duty and even received his own icon skin in Call of Duty. And honestly, if he stuck to Fortnite, he would have had an icon skin already. Now Tim plays a mix of games and talks about sports, mainly football, and he became a part owner of Complexity, which is a Dallas Cowboys esports team. He currently plays Marvel Rivals and Arc Raiders, and most of his content involves spectating the best players. Number 27, Cloakzy. He has a history of becoming very good or even pro level in almost every game he plays. He built a very strong name for himself as one of the most valuable players in the competitive scene. The community was labeling him the Fortnite LeBron. He had strong communication, kept calm during pressure, and placed consistently high in tournaments. He mostly duoed with Tfue, and during trios, they would play with 72 hours. Like most pros, their love for the game kind of shifted, and he stopped playing as much. There was also some issues with FaZe, and he just didn't really want to play Fortnite for 8 to 10 hours a day to keep up with the competitive scene. He ended up moving over to COD, playing a lot with TimtheTatMan and Nick Mercs, and he would also play games like World of Warcraft off stream and grind for Gladiator in PvP. He wasn't the most consistent at creating content, but he was always streaming. And as of recently, he's had a lot of success in Arc Raiders, playing with Gingy and Burnt Peanut. Number 28, Noahsnoah. He started his career in Fortnite and got very popular for the different Fortnite series he would do, like Fortnite Dark Memes. One of his most viral videos was I built an army of default skins with around 15 million views. His humor resonated well with the Fortnite community, and he would also do playful beef with Ceeday and myself, which did really well on YouTube. He leaned mostly into his personality while making content, and that alone made him an extremely popular creator. But his last post on his main YouTube channel was about a year ago. But he has posted FIFA 21 content on his second YouTube channel within the last few months, but hasn't really been active on social media or posting much content. There have been rumors that he has taken a step back to focus more on music and his personal life. Number 29, Daequan. Before playing Fortnite, Daequan was mostly an MMO player. When he started playing Fortnite, he was a pretty small streamer, and he actually used to stream snipe Dakotas and dance on him. And one of the moments that made him get so popular was when Dakotas and him teamed up in a game and went on a 27 win streak, which for OG Fortnite was unheard of at the time. His personality and reactions constantly made his Fortnite clips go viral, but he was actually really good with shotguns because of a game that he used to play called Guns the Duel. One of his most iconic lines became,
"Them toes, baby! I want them toes! Give me them toes, boy!"
And he set the original record for most kills in Fortnite with 39 eliminations. Unfortunately, there was a lot of controversy involving orgs that came up, and he kind of moved on from Fortnite content. He moved more to Call of Duty near the end of his time making YouTube videos, but hasn't posted content since the Thum House, and his Twitch is also gone. It seems like he has fully retired from content creation as a whole. Last but not least, number 30, Tfue. He started as a Destiny streamer and became a highly skilled player in H1Z1 and PUBG. He joined FaZe right after and started duoing with Cloakzy, and he became viral from finding glitches and different ways to abuse mechanics in the game, and also his top placements throughout Fortnite tournaments. He was considered one of the smartest Fortnite players, retiring from Fortnite completely in 2023 and taking a break from posting content. He started posting videos from his boat of him fishing and surfing, just enjoying life, and he occasionally started posting some Fortnite videos recently. However, he has made an announcement that he is returning to streaming and has been streaming Arc Raiders consistently, even playing with Ninja, which is crazy knowing their history. It's kind of crazy that the new generation of Fortnite kids will never know who Tfue is unless he decides to make a return and let them know. There are dozens of creators that are not on this list, so we could make a part 2 if you guys want to see it. Let me know by liking and subscribing. I will see you guys in the next one.